Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some New York Yankees baseball here on July 8th, and it is game 81, halfway through the season. Can you believe it, folks? We started this back in April 1st, and we are halfway through the season here in August. And what a better game to have for halfway through the season than the Boston Red Sox traveling to New York to take on the Yankees. So here we go. We'll go over some of the Yankees stats after the game here and see where they're at halfway through this year. And let's get to the starting lineup for the visiting Boston Red Sox. Leading off playing second, Chuck Schilling. Batting second, playing center field, Gary Geiger. Batting third, playing right field, is Jackie Jensen. Batting fourth, doing the catching, is Jim Paglione. Batting fifth, playing third base, is Frank Mazzone. Batting sixth, playing first base, Pete Rollins. Batting seventh, playing left field, is Carl Yastrzemski. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, is Don Budden. And batting ninth, doing the pitching for the Boston Red Sox, is Ike DELOCK. Take a look here at the Yankees starting lineup here for the game 81. Leading off playing second is Bobby Richardson. Batting second, playing shortstop's Tony Kubek. Batting third, playing right field, is Roger Maris. Batting fourth, playing center field, is Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth, playing first base, is Bill Skowron. Batting sixth, playing left field, is Yogi Berra. Batting seventh and doing the catching is Johnny Blanchard. Batting eighth, playing third base, is Clint Boyer. And batting ninth, on the mound, doing the pitching for the New York Yankees, the chairman of the board, Whitey Ford. Let's get down to the game, folks, and get this game 81 started halfway through. I can't believe it. Hey, Philip. All righty, folks, here we go. And here's the pitch to Schilling. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Kubek's up with it. He's going to fire over the Moose at first for out number one here in the game. And that brings up Gary Geiger now. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Rogers camped under it. One up, two down quickly here in the first inning for the Red Sox. And here comes Jackie Jensen. And that's going to be a pop up in the foul territory. Blanchard throws the mask away, makes the catch, and that's an easy 1-2-3 inning for the chairman of the board. We get to the bottom of the first. Red Sox nothing. Yankees due up. Richardson, Kubek, and Maris go up against Ike here. Here's the pitch to Bobby. And that's going to be ball one on Bobby. And that is going to be a base hit in the left field, just out of the reach of Budding. And just like that, the Yankees got the leadoff batter aboard, folks. Now it brings up Tony Kubek. See if Tony can get something going here with Bobby on it first. And that's going to be driven into right field. And Richardson, he's going to fly around second, folks, and he's headed to third. We got first and third here for Roger now. How about that? Nobody out. The bats have come alive here in the first inning for the Yanks. Can Roger keep it up here, folks? Drive in a run at least. Here's the pitch to Roger Maris. And that ball is back. That ball is deep. That ball is far. That ball is high. That's an upper decker in the right field, folks. No doubt about her. Jackie Jensen turns it around and watches that 3-run homer leave the park. And the Yankees, just like that, are up 3-0. Still nobody out on the Roger Maris home run, folks. And I think that's number 34 for the year for Roger. Let's take a look halfway through the year. That is 34, so he's on a pace to hit 68 right now, folks. So, wow, Roger Maris. All right, that brings up the Mick. See if the Mick can keep this going, or is that going to be the rally killer, the 3-run homer rally killer? And that's going to be a pop up on the infield. And Schilling takes charge, makes the catch. We're out, number 1. Hey, how's it going, Hunter? You off today, bud? And that brings up the Moose. Here comes Scour now. And that ball is deep, and that ball is far. That ball is hit out of here too, folks. The Yankees have turned the power on today. Just like that, it's 4-0. Cool. Glad you're off, buddy. Hope you're enjoying your day. And that brings up Yogi. See what happens here. Only 1 out now for Yogi. And that's going to be a single in the left. Sure, Ike is getting nailed here today, folks. He's only gotten 1 out, and that was a pop up by Mick. And everybody else has been aboard here. Brings up Johnny Blanchard. The Red Sox don't want to go to the bullpen yet, but sure, this game can get out of hand quick, especially with the chairman of the board pitching. Here's the pitch to Johnny Blanchard. And that's a pop up in the foul territory. And Pags, he camps under it right up the chute for the second out. So 2 pop-ups. The rest of the balls have been hit hard. And that'll bring up Clint Boyer. Can Clint get in on this hit parade? And that's going to be ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Clint. And he takes that 2-0 count, and he drives that ball into center field. And Yogi's going to get down the third. So the Yanks are going to bat around here, folks. And that'll bring up the chairman of the board. 9 batters have come to the plate here. And Whitey says he ain't done yet. He wants some more runs. He wants to go out of here with at least a 6-run lead. So what happened here? Redo that. Wasn't supposed to be a score. It's still supposed to be 4. Sorry about that, folks. Yogi was only supposed to advance 2 bases, not 3. And there we go. Now Yogi stops. Here we go. Can Whitey get a hit here, folks? You know what we say on this channel. We don't need no stinking DH. And Yogi says we might this at bat. He hits that ball down the second. He hits that ball down the first. Rollins is up with it. He tosses it over to Ike covering, but the Yankees score 4 on 2 home runs, a 3-run shot by Maris, and a solo shot by the Moose. So we go to the top of the second. It's 4-0 Yankees, just like that. You got Pags, Mazzone, and Rollins due up here for the Red Sox. Here's the pitch to Pagliarona. And that ball is deep. That ball is back. The ball is flying out of Yankee Stadium today, folks. Home run by Pags. And that makes it a 4-1 game, folks. As he gets to Whitey. The first hit given up by Whitey is a home run. Brings up Frank Mazzone here. And that's a ball hit down the short. Q back up with it. Fires over to first to get Frank. So 1 out now in the second. Brings up Pete Rollins. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Mick camps under it. Makes the catch for out number 2. And that brings up Yaz. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. And that's going to be hit down the first. Scourin's up with it. Takes it himself. And that ends the inning. But the Red Sox score 1 on the home run by Pags and make it a 4-1 Yankee lead. We go to the top of the order again here in the second because 9 batters came to bat in that first inning. Here's the pitch to Bobby. He singled his first time up. And that's going to be a ball hit down the Mazzone at third. He's up with it, fires over the first, and Bobby's out. And Tony got a single and scored on the home run also. And he's going to drive this ball up, gets a hold of it, folks, and drives it in the gap in right field. And Jensen comes over and gets it after it rolls off against the wall. And Tony Kubek's in scoring position, folks. He's 2 for 2 now. Here comes the man, Roger Maris. He just hit his 34th home run. He's batting .259 on the year now, folks, with 34 home runs and 68 RBIs. Can he get another home run here and 2 more RBIs? And that is no, but that might be deep enough to get Tony over to third. And it is. That ball was hit near the track out there in right field. Tony tags up. He'll head down to third with 2 outs for the Mick. Here comes Mick. He popped up his first time to second. Let's see if he can get a base hit here and get an RBI with Kubek down at third, folks. And that's going to be ball 4. Ike don't want nothing to do with Mick. He puts him on. I don't know how smart that was because the man coming up now hit a solo shot off of Ike in the first. So we got first and third here for the Moose. Here he comes. And it worked out because the Moose swings and misses. Strike 3. Yankees leave 2 on. We go to the top of the third. It's 4-1 Yanks. We got the bottom part of the order due up here for Boston. Budding, Deadlock, and then Schilling the top of the order to face Whitey. Here's the pitch to Budding. And that's ball 4. And Budding's going to take his base. And brings up Deadlock. He's going to try to sacrifice him over and get him in scoring position here. Here's the pitch to Ike. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 1. He's still going to try to bunt on this 0-1 count. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 2. So he's still trying to bunt here with 2 strikes on him. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher. That ball was bunted too hard because Whitey's got it. He's going to fire down the second and get the lead runner, folks. And that sacrifice didn't work. So Deadlock unable to get the sacrifice. He's standing down at first now, folks, for Schilling. Schilling's 0 for 1. He grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be hit down the third. Can they turn 2, go around the horn? No, matter of fact, they don't turn nothing, folks, because that isn't a ground ball down the third. That's a strikeout by Whitey with that X factor. So Whitey strikes him out. And here's Geiger now. Gary's 0 for 1, flew out the right his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. And Skowern takes it. And that'll end the inning, folks. So the Red Sox leave 1 on. We go to the bottom of the third. It's still 4-1 Yanks. You got Berra, Blanchard, and Boyer. The killer bees are due up now. The first killer bee is Yogi. And Yogi's 1 for 1 with an RBI. I mean, no, he doesn't have an RBI. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. And that ball is driven into the gap. He turned on that one. And that ball hits off the top of the wall, folks. That was almost a homer. Jensen gets to it. Yogi standing down at second with nobody out for Johnny Blanchard. Johnny's 0 for 1. He popped up to the catcher's first time up. See if Johnny can get a hit here. And he sure does, folks. That's a single in the center. And see if that's going to score Yogi. Yes, it is. Yogi's going to trot on home. Skowern gets a RBI single. And it is now 5-1 Yankees. It brings up Clint Boyer now. With Johnny down at first, nobody out. Here's the pitch to Boyer. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Boyer goes down. Hey, Tim. How you doing? Oh, 6:30? I should be off of here by then. I'll check it out, man. And that brings up Whitey Ford. 1 out with a 4-run lead. Whitey's going to try to sacrifice him down. What the heck? Try to add to this lead here. Here's the pitch to Whitey. And he gets a nice bunt down, folks. Ball's hit back to the mound. That locks up with it. His only play will be over to first with Schilling covering. And that's 2 outs now, but Blanchard's in scoring position for Bobby Richardson. See if Bobby can do some damage here with 2 outs. He's 1 for 2, scored. He's hitting .244 in the year. He's starting to come out of his slump. And he is coming out of his slump, folks, because he drives that ball in the right field. And Johnny's on the high horse, and he's chugging it around third. Is he going to make it in there? Yes, he does. Just ahead of the throw from Jensen. And just like that, folks, it's 6-1. And they got the bullpen up and going now for Boston. Sure. Poor Ike is having a heck of a game. Hey, Beatles. How's it going? I caught some of your game at work today. I'm unable to type at work into the chat because I'm not signed in under my name. And we're not able to do that with the computer. So that's why I didn't chat any. All right, it brings up Quebec now with Bobby down at first. Tony's 2 for 2 with a double, and he scored on the home run by Maris. And that's going to be a base hit, infield hit, a Baltimore chopper, and that'll work. Now it's first and second. I think that's going to be it for Ike. Let's see who they got in that bullpen. See if they got a lefty to come out here and face Maris and switch Mantle around. Got Early out there and you got Wood out there. So see what they got here. How long ago is Early and Wood pitched? Hey, Carlos, how's it going? Okay, let's see here. Early. When was the last time he pitched? He pitched 2 days ago. Wood hasn't pitched in a while. They're going to bring Wood into the game here. He said Wood would have come in here and faced the lefties. Deadlock doesn't last long, folks. 2 2/3 innings, sure, and he got shellacked. All righty. Will Burwood. Hey, legends. Okay. We got first and second here for Roger. 2 outs. See if Wood can get him out of the inning. The Yankees have already scored 2 in the inning. And Rogers 1 for 2 with a 3-run homer, folks. Flew out the right field deep fly ball the last time. And that's going to be another deep fly to right field, but Jensen's got room out there and makes the catch. Maris is flirting with 2 more homers, but didn't quite get a hold of it, folks. So Wood gets Maris out of there. The Yankees score 2. We go to the top of the 4th. It's 6-1. Here comes Jensen. Pags and Mazzone up. Here's Jackie. And that is going to be a pop up in the infield. And Boyer says he's got it and does make the catch for out number 1. Here comes Pags now. Pags is 1 for 1. He's got the only run. He hit a home run today, folks. Let's see what he does this time. And that's a deep fly ball to right field. Maris is going back, 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 back. Makes the catch near that 296 mark out there, folks. Tags almost went the other way and got a home run again. The zone's up now with 2 outs, nobody on. And Frank is 0 for 1. He hits that ball down the Boyer. Near the line, he plants and throws over the Moose, and that is 3 outs, folks. Okay, here we go. Bottom of the 4th, we got Mantle, Scowen, and Bear due up here against Wood. And here's the pitch to Mick. And that's a base on balls. That's Mick's second walk of the game. Again, I don't know how smart that is because Moose has done hit his 25th home run of the year today, folks. He's on pace to hit 50. He's having a hell of a year. Batting 290, 25 home runs, and 77 RBIs already this year. Here's the pitch to Moose. And that is going to be hit down the short. And Mantle's out. He'll go the short way to second, unable to turn 2. I'm surprised Scowen's not that fast. Mick must have had a nice hard slide. Broke that one up. And that'll bring up Yogi now with Moose down at first. Yogi's 2 for 2 with a double and scored. He can keep his perfect game up. No, he can't. That ball's hit down the short. Budding's up with it. He fires over to Schilling, over the Rollins, and that's a 6-4-3 inning double play, folks. So we go to the top of the 5th now. It's still 6-1 Yanks. You got Rollins, Yaz, and Budding due up here in the 5th. Here's the pitch to Pete. And that's ball 4. He'll take his base. Pete walks down the first. Brings up Yaz now. Yaz is 0 for 1, hitting 270 on the year with 10 home runs and 54 RBIs. He's got off to a good start this year, folks. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Are they going to be able to turn 2? Richardson over to Quebec, over to first, and Yaz beats the throw, folks. So they get 1. Yaz is down at first now for Budding. Here's the pitch to Budding. He's walked his first time up. And he's going to walk again. And all of a sudden, Whitey's having a little bit of problem with the strike zone. He's walked 2 this inning. No pitch hit here for Wood. And let's see who they're going to bring out here to pitch hit. Most of the righties are already in the game. They're going to bring out Hardy. Hardy will come out here to pitch. Hit for Wood. Where's Hardy at? There's Carroll. All righty. Got 1 out now. Runners on first and second. Can Whitey get a ground ball here and double up Hardy? We'll see. No, he can't because Hardy gets a hold of this ball off of Whitey, folks. And he drives that ball into the gap and left field. And both runners are going to score, folks, on that double. Just like that now. Cut the lead in half by Hardy. A pitch hit double. So we got a runner down at second and 1 out here for Schilling. And the score is now 6-3. And that's only the second hit of the game. Whitey's giving up the home run and now the double, but those walks. Let's hear it. All those walks. That has hurt Whitey all year. How many walks is that on the year for Whitey? Let's look. Whitey has walked 78 batters on the year, folks. Yeah, sure. A lot of walks. A lot of walks. It's hurt him this year. That's got him into trouble. I mean, he's only got 4 losses on the year, but sure, the walks are killers. Alrighty, we got Schilling up now. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out the third and struck out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And Harding's going to make it down the third on that play. So we got a runner on third now, 2 outs for Gary Geiger. And he's flown out the right and grounded out the first. Let's see if Whitey can get out of this with only 2 runs scoring, folks. No, he can't, because that ball is back. And that ball is gone, folks. Home run. The ball is leaving the park today. And just like that, it's a 1-run game. And like I say, the Red Sox with only 3 hits on the day, they got 5 runs. What a crazy game this is. That brings up Jensen now with nobody on, 2 outs. And he gets a hold of this off of Whitey. Whitey is struggling here in the 5th. And believe it or not, folks, this ball game is tied. That is a home run by Jackie Jensen. And just like that, the Red Sox score 5 runs in the 5th. Woo! This is nuts. Here comes Pags. He's already hit a home run. They're out there talking to Whitey. He says he's fine. They're like, what the hell just happened in this inning? Here's the pitch to Pags. And that ball squared up on Whitey. And that's driven into the gap, bounces off the wall, folks. They're pounding him now. Sure, this was a fight they talk about stopping it for him. But Pags is down at second. They're going to let Whitey try to get out of this mess. He's due up third in the bottom of the 5th, but he was cruising along until now. Sure. So here we go. Runner down at second for Frank. And that ball is hit down the third. And that'll end the inning as Boyer goes over to first. But the Red Sox score 5 and tie this game up. I'll say what a turn of events, legends. Yeah, you have had games like that, Tim. Yep. Yes, you have. I agree with you. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. It's tied up 6 apiece. We got Blanchard, Boyer, and Ford due up here in the 6th. We need to bring in a new pitcher here for the Red Sox, and I think they're going to go with Mr. Early. You got Blanchard, lefty due up, Boyer, and if Whitey stays in the game at lefty, we'll see what happens there with that. So Early will come in here to pitch. Where did Early go? This must be on page 2. Yeah, there he is. All righty. Here's the pitch to Blanchard now with the game tied up. Yankees looked like they was cruising to an easy victory. That didn't happen. Here's the pitch to Blanchard. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI and scored. And that's a pop up behind home plate. Pags has got it. Makes the catch for out number 1. And that'll bring up Mr. Boyer. And that's going to be, I think that's going to be strike 1 on him. Yes, it is. No. Oh, Early's got the W. He walks Boyer. Sure. This game could get interesting, folks. What do we do now? Do we let Whitey in there? He's only given up 5 hits, but 6 runs. We're going to let him bunt, see what he does here in the 6th. This might be a mistake, but he is the chairman of the board. And that's a nice bunt. He gets down. That's down the third. Frank's only play is going to be over the first with Schilling covering. And that's out number 1. Out number 2, rather, with Boyer down at second. See if Bobby can do something here and get him in with 2 outs. No, he can't. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Richardson goes down. And we go to the 6th inning, tied up 6 apiece. We got the bottom part of the order due up here for Boston. Rollins, Yaz, and Budding. Here's the pitch to Pete. And he squares this one up. It might have been a mistake leaving Whitey in. And that's a double in the right field. Mick goes over and gets it, fires it in. And the bullpen's up now for sure. That brings up Yaz with a runner down at second. Yaz is 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. I don't think that's deep enough to get him over. No, Mick comes in, throws over to third. Rollins will hold up there. Here comes Budding up now with 1 out. And Pete down at second. And that ball is hit back to the mound, I believe. That's hit down the first. And Moose is up with it. He throws over to Whitey covering, but Pete makes it down the third with 2 outs. And we'll pitch hit here for Earl. Earl. And let's see, they got Billy a righty and Green a switch hitter. They're going to bring on Green here. Green's going to come out here to pitch hit with 2 outs and a runner down at third here in the 6th. And here's the pitch to Green. Can Whitey get out of this with nobody scoring, folks? And that is a fly ball in the, no, with 2 outs, that's a strikeout. Nice piece of hitting by Whitey, pitching by Whitey. He strikes him out. We go to the bottom of the 6th. We're still tied up. We got Quebec, Maris, and Mantle. See who the Red Sox are going to go to now in the bullpen. Face the 2, 3, and 4 hitter. They don't got much of a bullpen left here. No more lefties are in the pen. They shot both of those bullets. Let's see here. And they're going to go with Billy Moffitt's coming in here to pitch. See what Billy can do here. Like I say, with the 2, 3, 4 hitter, Quebec, Maris, and Mantle. Hey, Tex. Here's the pitch to Tony. I'm glad you stopped by, Tex. And that is going to be a fly ball in the center field. Geiger's got it for out number 1 here in the 6th. That brings up Maris. He's got that 3-run homer to start the game, folks. He's 1 for 3 with the 3 RBIs. And that is going. Roger Maris is trying to single-handedly win this game, folks. And that'll be home run number 35 on the year for Roger. Sure, that was a no-doubter. And it is 7-6. Yankees. And that brings up the Mick. Mick is 0 for 1. He's walked twice. And Billy calms down and strikes Mick out for out number 2. And here comes the Moose. Moose is 1 for 3 with that solo home run. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Scourin gets on here with 2 outs, folks. That brings up Mr. Clutch. Can he give Whitey some breathing room here? Like to see Whitey at least get through the 7th. Here's the pitch to Yog. And he sure does. He squares this one up, folks. And that ball is driven in the right field. That's going to score Moose with 2 outs. So Scourin comes in on the double. And now it's a 8-6 ball game, folks. Moffitt hasn't had the answers here in the 6th inning. 2 runs have scored, and now you got Yogi down at second for Johnny Blanchard. And that's going to be a base hit, folks. And just like that, the Yankees have turned the power back on. And Yogi will score on this single in the right field. And 3 runs in the inning here. That gives Whitey some wiggle room. And still only 2 outs with Boyer up now. Clint's 1 for 2 with a walk. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes on him. And that's going to be an infield hit by Boyer. And all of a sudden, Billy can't get out of this inning, folks. Sure. And that'll bring up Whitey. We're going to let him hit here because we don't need no stinking DH. And like I say, they like to see him get through to the 7th. Maybe they pitch hit for him here and bring out somebody like Coates or Clever to come in the pitch. I think they are going to pitch hit for him. I'll pitch hit for him here. See who's going to pitch hit. I think the Earl's going to come out here and pitch hit Torgerson. Bring out the lefty here. Darn right, Beatles. Don't need no stinking DH. All righty here. Where's old Earl at? There's Earl. See if he can do some damage here with 2 outs. And we got first and second here for him. He's batting 125 on the year. He's only had 8 at bats here for the Yankees since they got him. So here's the pitch to Earl. And hey, that's 2 balls and no strikes on him. Can he take advantage of this hitter's count? And he walks the hard way in Apba. Folks, on 2 dice rolls, they don't want nothing to do with Earl. They put him on base and loaded up for Bobby Richardson. And Bobby come out with a clutch base hit here and put this game, what we think was out of reach earlier, back out of reach now. Here's the pitch to Bobby. He's 2 for 4, having a good game. And that ball is hit in the center field. And Geiger goes up, makes the catch, end the inning. Yankees score 3, though, and lead 9-3 as we go to the 7th inning. See who the Yanks are going to bring in here to pitch. You got a righty, lefty, righty. See if they're going to bring in Jim Coates. I think that's who they're going to bring in. Jim just pitched. So I guess we'll go with Tex here. Tex or Ruffin. When was the last time Hal pitched? Hal pitched 4 games ago to only 4 batters. That's who we'll bring in. We'll bring in Hal. Hal will come in to pitch. Get him some work here. He'll be facing Schilling, Geiger, and Jensen, the top of the order here, folks, for the Red Sox in the 7th. See if he can hold them here with a 3-run lead. Oh, you should have been here earlier, Bernard. It's been crazy. As you can see at the lineup there, Yankees got out to a 6-run lead. The Red Sox scored 5 in the 5th to tie this ball game up at 6 apiece. And then in the 6th inning, Billy Moffitt came unglued with 2 outs. Yeah, I hear you, Legends. I'm with you with that. So, yeah, it was a heck of a game. Crazy. I was hoping you show up. So here we go. We got Schilling up here now. 7th inning. And that might be a base hit. No, Mick chases that one down. Nice job out there by Mantle. Takes a base hit away from Schilling. Good job, Mick. Brings up Gary Geiger now. Geiger's 1 for 3 with that 2-run homer, folks. The ball's been flying out of Yankee Stadium, and that one's back, and deep. Roger makes the catch near the wall, folks. Gary almost got number 2 on the day. Here's Jackie Jensen now. He's 1 for 3 with a solo homer. You could say everybody's been hitting them out today. And that ball's hit down the third. Boyer up with it. Fires over the first. We're out number 3, folks. 1, 2, 3 goes the Red Sox. We make it to the 7th inning stretch. We got Quebec, Maris, and Mantle due up here in the 7th. They're hoping Billy can make it through this, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we better get a new pitcher in here for Billy. He got shellacked there in the 6th. So we're going to bring on, see who we're going to bring in here. Bring on Tracy here. I think that's who we're going to bring on. When was the last time he pitched? He pitched 2 days ago. Who else is in the bullpen? I think Hillman and Mike Boots pitched a day ago. Yep. So they'll bring in Tracy here. Yeah, it sure was. Yep, crazy. I agree with you, Legends. Once they started doing that, it was no coming back. All righty. So, got Quebec, Maris, and Mantle due up here in the bottom of the 7th. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field for Tony. He's going to be, 4 for 5 today. Quebec having a great game. That brings up Roger. He is 2 for 4 today, folks. Both of them home runs. 4 RBIs on the day. Here we go. And that ball is swung on and missed strike 3. They finally figure Roger out here in the 7th. 1 out now for Mick. Mick's 0 for 2. He's got 2 walks on the day. See if Mick can do something here. Get off the snide and get a hit. And no, he's not. Is that going to be a double play? That ball's hit down the 2nd. Schilling's up with it. He fires over to Budding. Fires over to first, but the Comet beats it. And he's standing down at first with 2 outs now for the Moose, who is 2 for 4 with a home run today. And that's going to be I think, a ground ball down the 3rd. Yep, it's that ball down to Frank at 3rd. Up with it, fires over to first. And the Yankees leave 1. We go to the 8th inning. It's still 9-6 in New York. You got Pags due up here, Mazzone and Pete. See if Hal can get through the 8th inning here, folks. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Bobby Richardson. He's up with it. Throws over to Skowron. 1 out. And here comes Frankie. He's 0 for 3. He's going to be 0 for 4 because he hits that ball down to Bobby too. Bobby's up with it, fires over. 2 quick outs. He might want to pick on somebody besides Richardson. Yeah, they sure do, don't they, Tex? Yep, I agree with you. I wouldn't like to see that too, but no way. They want that extra batter. They want that extra player to make money into their 40s. That's for sure. Here's the pitch to Pete. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Pete turns on that one, folks. And now you got one on with 2 outs here for Yaz. Yeah, the minority's right, Beatles. Yep. And here's the pitch to Yaz. And that's going to be, I think that's going to be a foul ball. Nope, that ball is hit down the first. Scouring right near the line, picks it up, takes it himself, touches first base. And the Red Sox leave one on as we go to the bottom of the 8th. We're going to have Berra, Blanchard, and Boyer. The Killer Bees are up. And Yogi's having one heck of a game, folks. 3 for 4 with 2 doubles and RBI and scored twice. And he hits this ball down the bunting down at short. He fires over to Rollins. 1 out. Here's Johnny. Johnny's 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Actually, it started in the National League is where the DH was originally asked for. And then the American League, I think with lower attendance and all, went for it in the 70s is how it all started. It wanted to boost attendance. You can correct me if I'm wrong, guys, in the chat, but I think that's how it worked. Like I say, back in the um, early days, the National League was the one pushing for it. And here's Johnny. And that's going to be hit down the second. Schilling's got it. Up with it, throws over to first, and that's quick 2 outs here in the 8th. And brings up the last B, Clint Boyer. Clint's 2 for 3. See if he can keep this up, folks. And that's going to be a pop up in the infield. Schilling calls everybody off. Makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 goes the Yanks. And we're going to bring in Luis here to try to get his, I think his 18th save. We'll check here. Let's see here. I think it'll be his 18th save. He'll be facing Budding, a pitch hitter, and then the top of the order in Schelling. Let's see here. Is he going after be his 19th save, folks? Yeah, going after number 19. All righty, here's the pitch to Budding. And that's a ground ball down the third. Boyer's got it. Fires over the Scouring. 1 out. We need a pitch hitter here for Tracy. And let's see, they got some lefties on the bench now. Unfortunately, only one righty, and that'll be Billy Harrell. See if Billy can get some stuff started here for Boston in the 9th. Where's Billy at? There he is. All righty, here's the pitch to Billy. And that's a ground ball down to Bobby Richardson. That's out number 2. 2 up and 2 down here in the 9th. Red Sox are down to their last out. It's Chuck Schilling. See if Schilling can keep this game going. He's 0 for 4. He's grounded out the third. He struck out, grounded out the third, and he flew out to center. And that's going to be ball 4. Schilling keeps the game going here, folks. The Red Sox ain't dead yet. Brings up Gary Geiger. Gary's 1 for 4 with a home run. Can he get a big hit here, folks, for the Red Sox? And no, he gets under this one. Pops it up. And Boyer's calling for it in shallow left field. Makes the catch, and that's your ball game, folks. The Yankees win 9-6 on a crazy game. Get out to a 6-1 lead. We'll take a look here at the box score and go over it. Then have to come back and win 9-3. Oh, thanks, Legends, for posting it. Cool. Legends just posted a link in there about the DH guys. Okay, let's look at the box score here. We got the Red Sox 6 runs on 7 hits. Like I said, he was very productive there at first. They had like, I think it was, we'll look here at the scorecard. Let's see here. You had 1, 2, 3, 4. They had 5 hits and they had 6 runs, folks, in the 5th inning. 6 runs on 5 hits. Go back here to the box score. Like I say, the Red Sox just spread it all out with the big home runs there in the 5th inning. You had Pags with 2 hits, a home run, and a double. And Pete Rollins, he had a good game. He had the double. Yep. And then for the Yanks, of course, it was Roger Maris, 2 for 4, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. You had Moose with a home run, and Kubek and Yogi with some doubles there. Yogi with an RBI, like say Blanchard with 2 RBIs. Then the pitchers, wasn't much of a pitching. Poor Ike, 2 innings and 2/3, 11 hits, 6 runs, walked 1, struck out 2, and gave up 2 home runs, but gets off the hook for the loss, doesn't get the L. Wood come in and did a great job, 1 1/3 inning with a walk. Earlier, same thing, 1 inning, walked 1, struck out 1, and then poor Billy Moffitt gets 2 outs and still had trouble getting out of that inning, folks. Gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, walked 1, struck out 1, and a home run. And then old Stoddard came in, 2 innings, gave up a hit and struck out 1. Whitey Ford, not his best game. Of course, it was all that 5th inning. It was one bad inning, but he gets to win. 6 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, 3 walks, which was killers. Only struck out through 2. And like I say, between the 3 walks and the 3 hits were home runs that inning. Sure, crazy. Ruffin comes in, pitches 2 good innings, 1 hit. And then Luis comes in, gets his 19th save of the year, walked 1. And that is it, folks. Let's do some fast play here. Let's see what we got here in the American League. You got the A's traveling to Baltimore to play the Orioles. See what happens here on July 8th. And the Orioles win. A's 2 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. And Baltimore 6 runs on 7 hits and no errors. And we got the White Sox traveling to Cleveland to take on the Indians, folks. Old Mudcat's pitching today for the Tribe. I love that name, Mudcat. And the White Sox win 6 runs on 10 hits and an error. The Indians 3 runs on 8 hits and an error. Then we got the Angels traveling to Detroit to take on the Tigers. And the Tigers win. Angels 3 runs on 8 hits and an error. Tigers 5 runs on 9 hits and no errors. And the last game in the American League is the Twins traveling to D.C. to take on the Senators. And the Twins win 9 runs on 11 hits and an error. The Senators 5 runs on 8 hits and no errors. Take a quick look at the standings and then we'll look at some of the stats here for the Yanks at the midway point. Yankees halfway through this season, 55-26, folks. Tigers are 5.5 games back. Baltimore Orioles are 7. Minnesota Twins 9. White Sox 11.5. Los Angeles Angels 17. Red Sox fall to 18.5. Indians are 21.5 games back. Senators are 27, and the A's are 28. And at the halfway mark, you got Rocky Colavito with a 341 batting average, followed by his teammate Norm Cash 326, Jim Till 324, another Tiger batting 323, Al Kaline. Sure. How about that? 3 out of the top 4 batting averages is the Tigers. A heck of a team, folks. Roger leading the American League and Major League Baseball with 35 home runs, folks. Next one is Gentile with 29, followed by the Mick with 28. And then you got Cash and Scourin with 25 apiece. And with RBIs, you got Norm Cash with 82. Mick with 77. Moose with 77. Scourin was 73. Roger was 69. Take a look at some of the pitching here in the American League. You got Budding leading the league with a 1.95 ERA. 14 wins with him and Whitey. Whitey's called him finally. And Luis with his 19th save. And let's see here. You got Cash leading Maris and Mantle in the MVP voting right now. And Bunning has taken over the Cy Young voting. Like I say, let's go over here and check out some of the stats here for the Yankees with halfway through the season. Oh, is he? Like I say, sure. That and 61 Tigers. Cash, K-Line, Colavito, you name it. I mean, that lineup's right there with the Yanks. I mean, it's no slouch. No slouch at all. I mean, up until September and 61, they was right there. They just fell off the way in September, and the Yankees kept on winning, and that's how the Yankees got the 8-game lead. Going into September, it was only like a game or two each way. I'd say it was close. Let's take a look here at just batters. Get rid of the pitchers. Let's see here with batting average. Of course, Lee Thomas has only had, 2 at bats. Elston with only, Elston's hitting 348 with, how many games has Elston played in? Oh, these are real stats. I don't want real stats. There we go. Now we do this. So we got Bob Serve, 26 games hitting 333. Mick 309. Yogi 308. Elston 295. Quebec 292 as a starter. Scourin 291. Rogers got his average up to 259 because he was batting around 240 for a while, folks, almost 300. 230. Johnny's not hitting as well as he's supposed to. Let's take a look here. I think Johnny's supposed to be up around 300. Yeah. Yeah, Johnny's gotten off to a slow start here, folks. But like I say, the one that's gotten off to a hot start is Moose. Old Scourin here. Like I say, he's hitting 291 on the year. Already has 25 home runs. Already has 77 RBIs. Like I say, the Moose got hot quick and hasn't cooled off much at all. Not at all. Yep. Let's look here at Roger. Like I say, he's gotten hot lately. Look at the daily here. 2 for 5, and he had that 0 for 3 the game before that. 2 for 5 with a home run. Of course, he had 2 home runs in the game we just played. He was 1 for 4. Then he was 3 for 3 with a home run. 1 for 4 with a double. 1 for 4. 2 for 4. Like I say, he got hot there at the beginning of July. He's been hot. He ain't looking forward to the All-Star break. That's for sure. See what else here. Bobby Richardson, he's gotten off to a slow start. Bobby's supposed to be hitting around 260, hitting 244, but he's starting to come on, folks. Starting to. So on base percentages is about right. So he's walking a little more than what he's supposed to. He already has 27 walks. Supposed to have 30 on the year. So as far as being a leadoff man, he's doing the job with that as far as walking. If you can get that batting average up a little bit, he'll be doing a darn good job. And Tony Kubek's, he's off to a great start here, folks. Tony's supposed to be hitting about 276. Like I say, he's hitting 292. Yep. Like I say, Tony's off to a great start. Let's take a look at the pitchers here. Go to pitching stats. And let's look at ERA. Alrighty. Of course, Luis with a 1.64. Bill Stafford with a 2.10. And Ralph Terry 2.48. Sheldon with a 2.65. Whitey 2.676. So, I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 starters with under 3 ERA. Sure. Yep. Bud Daly, 4.82, having a little rough start as a Yank. Poor Art, he's done for the year with the Yankees, got traded. His ERA is 3.54. See here with wins and losses. You got Whitey with 14, Stafford with 11, Terry with 8, Sheldon with 5. Like I say, Art's no longer with the Yankees. They traded him with 3. Bud, like I say, not great with the ERA or the whip, but he's got 3 wins. Yankees have been scoring when he's in the game. Jim relieving and starting with 2 wins. Let's see who else here. Old Tex with a 5.06 ERA. Let's see here with strikeouts. You got Whitey with 100 strikeouts. Bob Turley with 53. Stafford with 49. You got Terry with 45. Sheldon with 40 on the year. Whitey's given up 16 home runs. Yeah, Whitey's given up 16 home runs on the year, folks. So when he gets hit hard. Ralph Terry with 11 home runs given up. Bill Stafford with 8. Sheldon with 7. Coates with 6. Turley with 5, along with Art. And then Danny and Tex with 3. And then Luis and Bud both with 2. See what else we got here. Let's go back to the batting here and do stolen bases. I think Mick leads the team with like two stolen bases, something like that. Oh, we gotta get the batters in here now. Okay. Oh no, Mick has 5. I didn't think he had that many. Mick's got 5 stolen bases. Bobby Richardson with 3. Yankees don't steal much at all, folks. That's for sure. I think Mick in real life had 12 to lead the team. Yeah, 12 stolen bases to lead the team. So he's about on pace with stolen bases. Alrighty, I want to thank Carlos Legends. Check out his great channel. He just got done the World Series. Awesome World Series between the A's and the Giants. The A's winning 7. Check out Beatles. He's been doing some one-off games. He's getting ready to do some TP24, getting that set up and been doing one-offs. Tex stopped in here today. Who else has stopped in? Tim, check out his channel. I think here in a few minutes he's got a game coming on with his 2007 Cleveland Indians. Check that channel out. Like I said, I think he said 6:30. Let's see here. I think that's what he said. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, Hunter was in here. I want to thank Hunter for stopping by and Philip Reynolds. Alrighty, guys, you have a great evening. Like I say, stop over at Tim's channel, Cleveland Baseball Fan 879. Check out that replay. Till next time, y'all have a great evening and take care.